Alright, I want to encourage every one of you in these trying moments, and as part of my own way of telling you to stay safe out there, I just want to show you a very simple way, according to the World Health Organization standard, of making um, an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Okay, so we have materials to use here. I have the alcohol. Um, According to World Health Organization recommendations, you can use ethanol, but preferably the isopropyl alcohol, the IPA. You can get it in the markets, and its concentration must be 99%. So, want something that is highly concentrated. Um, we also have the glycerol. The function of the alcohol, it is the major component of the hand sanitizer, because it is what you need for the germs to die. So the glycerol is basically for skincare, and just a little quantity of it will be added. And then I have the hydrogen peroxide, also according to World Health Organization standards, is just to help deactivate or make inactive bacteria in the solution. And then other additives you may add, which of course are not compulsory, is my fragrance here. You can get the perfume fragrance, but most likely you wouldn't need to use this if you are doing it for a commercial purpose, because of allergic reactions associated to the use of fragrance. And same thing applies to thickener. Thickener also, it's not that very necessary. So with the alcohol, with the glycerol, and with the hydrogen peroxide, I can produce a World Health Organization standard alcohol-based hand sanitizer. So whether we include the thickener or and the fragrance or not, we will still have a very quality material. Okay, so the thickener, basically, if you're producing in a very large quantity, you add thickener. Is just to help make the production last longer. Okay, because it will be kind of more liquid if you don't add a thickener. So to increase the viscosity, you then use something like this. I'm using something like carbopol, but I'll be adding it in a very little quantity. But it's alright if the fluid is not completely very viscous. Alright, and we have some apparatus to use. This is home-based, and this is not a lab, so I have tried my best to get a cylinder that will measure up to 1000 ml. So these will measure up to 1000 ml, and these 600 ml. And then I have my funnel, I have my steering rod, and I think I'm good to go. Then I have my 5-liter can, okay, where I'm going to pour the stuff into. Okay, so we go on. According to World Health Organization standards, if you are trying to make something that is standard and that can actually last, we have a measurement that they gave, or a formula that they gave. So for every 7,515 ml of alcohol, we need 145 ml of glycerol. All right. So because it is the alcohol and the glycerol that I'm basically using in my solution here, so I have made the calculation, and then for 1,000 ml of my alcohol, which is what I have here, because I'm not producing it in a very commercial quantity, so I will be using sorry, we have trees all over the place, and because these things are not glass, they are mere this thing. Let me pick up this rubber or plastic. So let's get going. Just hope this will not disturb me again. So because I have this, and I'm going to be measuring 1000 ml of this to 20 ml. It should be 19.29, but I approximated it to 20 ml of glycerol. Remember, I said the glycerol, you don't need it so much. It's just for skincare, right? So you don't need to pour the whole thing into the solution. And then or if I am reducing it to 500, if I'm using 500 ml of this, that means I'll be needing approximately 10 ml of the glycerol. Alright, so we set to do the work, and then so this is my alcohol, my isopropyl alcohol. So when you go to the market, just tell them to give you, they fondly call it IPA, that's propanol. So get the alcohol solution. So according to so I'm trying to measure out 500 ml. Here we go. That's 500 ml of the alcohol. So you turn it into bigger stuff. Okay, and then so this should be around 20 ml. Sorry, 10 ml rather. Okay, and that's very little. I made a mark there. I don't know if you can see it. 10 ml. So that's why it's good to have a measuring cylinder. Okay, so you add to the solution, and because the glycerol we are using kind of sticks to the container, so you would probably need to rinse it with water properly before you use it to add any other